Hi, my name is Jennifer and I'm from Thrive Farms. And today on Go Farm Hawaii Community Edition, I'll be showing you how to raise backyard chickens. So you don't need a lot of space to raise backyard chickens. This is one of our coops. It can hold 2 to 3 chickens, full-size chickens. We got this secondhand off of Craigslist. So check that place out. And over here, we got this dog kennel off of Craigslist too, secondhand, and it was converted into a chicken coop, and we added roofing sheets on the top. And this is our larger coop. We got easy corner poles and the tarp on the top. And then we just enclosed it with chicken wire. So when you're starting off, you can either start with eggs and incubate them. It'll take 21 days for them to hatch. Or you can get day-old chicks. We got our chicks from the Big Island, from Paradise Poultry. They shipped it to us and we got day-old chicks. We also got some of our chicks from Kaneohe Feed Store. They were a little bit older. They're like the colorful ones. So before you start anything, you have to consider why you want to raise chickens. Do you want them for eggs? Do you want them for meat, or for both? So if you want them for eggs, you would look for egg layers. If you're looking to breed them for meat, you would look for meat birds. And if you want to do both, then you would look for dual purpose birds. So if you're going to go with hens, or with the egg layers, you would go and get pullets or hens. If you're going to get meat birds, you'd probably be getting more roosters. If you're going to keep them in your backyard, maybe you don't want roosters because they're super loud. Dual purpose, you could get straight run, and you could get a mixture of both hens and roosters. So when you get your baby chicks, your day-old chicks, we don't have any right now because ours are all grown up, but you can put them into a container like this. It's very simple. You probably want to put a cover on the top to keep rats and other pests out, as well as to keep your chicks inside. Line it with pine shavings or some sort of bedding to keep it nice and clean. You don't want your chicks to get wet. You would put food in there, chick feed. We use organic chick feed from Scratch and Peck. You can get that from your local feed store. Also water. You need to keep fresh water in there for them, and make sure that it's nice and warm in there as well. So we kept our chicks in the brooder for 2 weeks before we took them outside on grass. These chickens are about 4 months old. It'll take them between 5 to 6 months to start laying. For meat birds, if you get certain breeds, it can be as fast as 8 weeks. If you get dual purpose, it could take a little bit longer. So it just depends on what breed you get. I would do some research and figure out which breed you want. They all have different temperaments. They have different, I would say, advantages to different breeds. So now we'll talk about how we feed the chickens. Like I said earlier, we get our organic chick feed from a local feed store. We use Kahuku Feed Store, and we also use Kaneohe Feed Store, but it gets really expensive. So we do a few things to cut our costs. So to cut our feed bill, there's a few things that we do. Next to our farm is Farm to Barn, and they give us their kitchen scraps. So we give the chickens their scraps, which is their pulp from juicing, as well as whatever vegetables they have from their kitchen. We also use our chicken scraps. So if you're gonna start your backyard chicken flock, I would recommend, if you're composting, you could get the best out of both worlds, feed your chickens and then get compost. We also get our weeds and grass from the farm and the bugs, so we harvest the cockroaches as well. We've also tried growing our own mealworms. We also grow food for the chickens. So we have a little garden and they kind of get the food from over there. Also from fruit trees, when the fruits fall and they're gonna rot, we give them to the chickens too. But yeah, I would go and collect food from your neighbors. So we have all different types of waterers. I've been trying them all out because it's actually kind of difficult to water them a lot. So when they were small, we used this. We use this one. It's just a mason jar on top of a plastic watering tray. But as they get bigger, you have to change it more often. We got this from a local feed store right in Wailua. Then we moved up to the bigger one. We got it from the same place. But I still had to clean it often, and it gets really dirty fast. So then we went and changed it to these little, nipples. We got these online. Oh, actually, I got this from the Kaneohe feed store. So you just drill holes in a bucket and just screw it in. The only downside to this is sometimes it leaks. So we went and we tried a different one, which is this one. Same process. These are called water cups, and you drill holes and you screw it in. And when it is empty, it goes up, and then the water will fill and come back down. I like these a lot better. The watering cups are my favorite because I don't have to fill up the bucket as often. So this one is a little far from a water source, so I actually have to carry the bucket, carry another bucket and dump it in, and then it's a lot of work. So I would recommend, if possible, have a water source near your chickens so you don't need to go through this. This is their perch. I built this. So this is for them to climb on, but mostly at night. They like to sleep off the ground. So I built this so they can be happy and sleep off the ground.
Can you tell us why those are good eggs?
Oh, because we used to free range them, and they were and then they ate all those good worms, and they were being healthy like that, and then all of a sudden, nice eggs.
So once your hens are starting to lay eggs, it'll be about 5 to 6 months, depending on the breed. You will need a nesting box somewhere off the ground where they feel comfortable, nice and padded. We use straw as the bedding to make it soft so the eggs don't crack. You want to make sure that the nesting box is below your roost, the place where they perch and sleep at night. Otherwise, they'll jump into the nesting box and poop and make your eggs dirty. So depending on the breed, will determine how many eggs they lay a year. But generally, it's about 5 or so eggs a week. That's how many ours lay. So once you have the egg, in order for you to breed chickens, you would need at least 1 rooster. Otherwise, just eat it. So the reason why we have the chickens in these coops enclosed is because of predators. We've had dogs, unfortunately, take the lives of some of our chickens. Also, when they're chicks, there's a lot of predators such as cats, there's dogs, there's mongoose, there's rats. Also things that I'm not even sure, they'll just go missing. So it's very important to protect your chickens. Thanks for watching. Good luck with your chickens.
Bye.
Say thank you. Bye. We got our chicks from the Big Island.
Would you like this egg? Woohoo! Want it?